All right, guys, welcome back to the beautiful summer heat of Gilbert, Arizona. We're here over at Premium Coach Group, and we're going to do an inspection on a 2008 Camelot from Monaco. It's a Holiday Rambler. Which one is it? Looks like it's a Monaco. Even says so down there on the mud flap. Now, I've already done the interior inspection on this thing, and I would take you inside, but it just came in, and it's still a little bit dirty in here. But that's okay, because it's been a long time since we've just done a roof inspection together. I haven't been on the roof of this yet, and that's the last thing I have to do on this inspection. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I'd say obviously the AC doesn't have any condensation drains on it, but I did already inspect the roof line and molding up there for any places where it's pulling away, which is pretty common on a Monaco, especially at the slide out toppers, and I'm not seeing that. You guys have watched me do enough of these inspections at this point that you know that I'm always going to look underneath for any rotten flooring. I know this shoe right here is cracked just a little bit, but we already have a video showing how to repair that. But the flooring itself is not rotten, which is a pretty common problem on Monacos of this era too. We already inspected the slide out seals. That one is torn, but otherwise they're in good shape too. On all four slide outs, everything looked really well. Again, no rot underneath there. I already put the patio awning out as far as I can. So with all the groundwork being laid, I have to point out one big problem. I can't get on the roof because the ladder's broken. So that was a very easy thing to add to my list on the inspection. But luckily I have a replacement ladder right here. Sun's a little bit low in the sky, but that's going to help me out a little bit because we'll have a raking light across the roof to look at any deformation in the roof. And also, it's a lot cooler, believe it or not. It's only like 112 right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get on this roof. It does look like the camera cover is a little bit loose there. But I think it'll be fun just do a quick roof inspection on this. Just like old times. Shut up. So this is a one-piece gel coat fiberglass roof, and this is a 2008 Camelot from Monaco. And I think it's important to remember that the rear cap is also a one-piece gel coat fiberglass, and it's seamless back here. I didn't realize Camelots were seamless. So there's no transition from the rear cap to the front cap on the roof. So they body worked all that fiberglass together. And although there is some scratches and some scuffs, there's not even paint peeling here. That's pretty impressive. We'll go ahead, well, I guess there's a little bit more scuffs and scratches right there than I thought. But we will check the lenses on the markers, make sure they're not cracked. It's pretty common, these are LEDs, it's pretty common for those LEDs to have missing segments on them too. Look over the top right here. We do want to check that body molding. Make sure that as we look down, there's no waviness to the sidewall, which would indicate water leaks more than likely. Man, this paint's not even flaking right here. And it's been in Arizona. That's crazy. Obviously, we have a bunched up slide out topper. It's not damaged. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay. Looks like that's what it is. It's loose from the cap over there, so that needs to be fixed. But this has four slide outs on it. There's a cable driven slide out from BAL or ball, and it's important to make sure all four of those are good on the inside and on the outside. Looks like the flashing is a little bit loose on the roof here. That could be trimmed and addressed, but yeah, maybe over there too, you can see it. Right there. Maybe that's why this body molding is not loose on the side. Take a look over here. Now, this is a fiberglass roof. It is gel coat, but it is somewhat floating. So it is normal for the whole thing to move around as I'm walking on it. And usually what you want to do on these Monacos and Holiday Ramblers and Beavers and Safaris of this era is walk around these vents here. Because the vents get secured to the framing in between the fiberglass roof, there's foam then framing. So if it's only secured to the roof itself, the whole vent and hardware will move along with it, and it will cause the sealant to fail. This is Dicor. It looks like it's recently resealed, so somebody just resealed that. Same thing right here on the skylight. We'll walk around it, make sure it's not loose. I do like to check the base of it, make sure there's no cracks that are making their way up. Yeah, skylight's intact. We call that a neo angle or a Superman skylight. On this side, again, I'm not seeing any issues there. That topper fabric, I mean, these are newer ones. They're not low quality slide out topper fabrics. Same thing again, the tar tape is finally giving out on that flashing. Oh, look, I finally found some peeling paint. It finally happened over on this side. And you guys see anything else over there? Just the peeling tape. Everything else looks okay. There might be a little bit of checking in the sidewalls here, but it's not wavy. And that checking just can't be helped at this point in the industry. I've seen roofs that are, or I've seen RVs that are 3 years old are checking. The sewer vent, I don't see any issues with that. Strange they didn't just reseal that when they resealed everything else. Walk around this one, not seeing any issues there. And no cracks on the bases. This is a new universal AC shroud. I think that's going to be from Icon Direct. So that's been replaced. It's not loose. That sewer vent, the original one, still in good shape. All this water is just from the AC. They don't have any condensate drains on it. See, look at that, Icon Direct for the Penguin roof ACs from Dometic. All I'm doing is leaning against the ACs to make sure they're not loose. All right, we'll go ahead right here. Again, I'm always going to be looking right at the body molding at all of these slide out toppers to make sure that the awning isn't pulling the molding off. It's very common for the hardware to fail and start pulling this away, and that's what's holding the roof radius against the sidewall. If the hardware breaks, the whole thing flanges out and causes problems. Even the slide out seals over there look good. Not seeing too many issues over there either. Same tape issues we're seeing on all of them. You can even see it right there. So that's just the slide out tube, or the awning tube came out of the bracket over there. But yeah, those have been replaced at some point. Nobody resealed this over here. Well, they did reseal right there, just a problematic area. There's a little bit of cracking on the roof there. I don't know why they didn't seal over top of that. That's just going to be cosmetic. It's likely there's a screw there and a screw there, or hardware right there, underneath the fiberglass gel coat, and when you walk on it, it cracks a little bit. Nothing to be done about that. It's got a pretty small solar panel, I'd guess, still about 100 watts because it's pretty long, and I'm not seeing an issue with the sealant on it. And we're doing pretty well on this 15-year-old roof. Looks like Monaco used to build them really well. It's almost like something I keep telling everybody. Right, so we have a boxed awning on the roof of this, so instead of having it integrated into the roof itself, this one's going to sit proud from the roof. They don't extend any molding back that way, or matching valance over on the driver's side. So this 2007 Magna Country Coach has boxed awnings on the front here. They stick out from the top. They added a bump out on the rear cap and the front cap to match those two. On this side, they just added panels just to balance it out. You can see that edging is just decorative to match the awning on that side. There's not even an awning on this side of the newel, just an awning up front. The rest of it's just a dummy front to match how that awning's sticking up. You can also see the idea over here on this King Air. So that's not a real awning on this side. There are awnings on that side. So they have those balance panels to balance out the awning sticking up out of the roof on that side. Unlike this one, you just have the one awning sticking up. It's honestly less holes in the roof. It's just a little bit unbalanced looking if you look at the roof line. But we'll take a look at the fabric. The seams aren't broken. Stitching's intact. And the fabric looks pretty good. Looks like maybe there's a little bit of a wear point right there. Maybe in the box right there, it's just rubbing against something, but that awning is in really good shape. We will kick it and make sure it's not loose. I didn't find anything wrong with the mounting hardware. I'm gonna have to go back down and put the awning back in again so we can inspect the top of that slide out. Okay, that out of the way. All right, so with that box awning put away, that is a Carefree Colorado box awning. This fabric on the slide out topper looks good. Same kind of tape issues we're gonna sign there. I mean, this seems a little bit loose. I probably do want to address that. Same thing over here. Let's see. That feels pretty loose. I'll make a note of that. Definitely looks like the bracket's loose to me against the sidewall. Alright, not seeing anything wrong there. Probably don't need all of those twigs. Same tape issue. But yeah, there's the metal roof that wraps around. But we're almost done here. Another Icon Direct AC shroud has been upgraded. TV antenna right there from Winegard. The original Batwing on a luxury bus. But it still works. A little bit of a cracking right there. But you can almost make out with that raking light now. There's smooth part of the gel coat fiberglass here, and there's texture right here. So the idea is the entire length on this side. There's some traction and a safe place to walk. So it goes all the way back here. You can even see it into the black paint there. Don't worry, there's another one on this side too. So that was a very high quality build. They are thinking of everybody when they're building these at this time. There's the old obsolete Moto set. Well, it's not obsolete, it's still, I don't know if I'd call it obsolete, but I'm sure it kind of does still work. Again, they body worked the roof into the front cap here. So the roof probably ends right about where my foot is. After that, that's the fiberglass cap. We don't want to walk too far out into there. But even though this roof is tremendously hot, because it's black paint, I don't see any paint peeling on this side. Same issue with the tape on top of all the slide outs. And we're going to peer over the top. That one looks like it's cracking a little bit. A little bit of moisture inside, a little bit of cracking. But I don't know, I'd be surprised if they didn't have this repainted at some point, because this is really nice. Take a look at the top here. I did already have the window on, or the intro awning out. I didn't see any problems with the fabric on it. I ran it back in. And it's not uncommon for Monacos of this era to have an issue with water intrusion into the front cap here, but I'm not seeing it or feeling it in the sidewall. Usually it'd be very crunchy sounding. That just leaves the air horn trumpets. The original factory sealant is still intact because it does work, no matter what a lot of people say. Whew. I still do like the look of air horns on top of the roof, even though the industry has relocated them to underneath the front cap or the engine compartment, which is good because it's less holes in the roof, but it does look really cool from the outside. And right here we have a little bit of a story to tell. This is going to be likely the Sirius, maybe that's the GPS antenna, could be Sirius XM. In the day they had a steel plate because it was a magnet that had to be stuck down. And maybe that was the original one, or maybe that was for Sirius XM and that was for GPS. I don't really know. I don't see a GPS navigation on the dash, so this must be Sirius XM. I'm not a huge fan of the cable entry ports on these, but it's been holding its own. But I would like to imagine that they didn't run. Oh, they did run. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm going to recommend resealing this because I can see the hole. Loom should never go into the roof. It's split loom. It just becomes a gutter that will direct water straight inside because water can get into a split loom really easily. All right, I'm glad I found that for sure. I recommend they change this out. You can see a hole in the front cap right there, and this thing hardly even covers it. But that was the roof on this 2009 Camelot from Monaco. An extremely well put together and well built gel coat fiberglass roof from Peak Monaco in 2009. Though it was built in 2008. So this thing's about 15 years old, and that's why these gel coat fiberglass roofs are the gold standard. You build them right, they should last almost forever. Of course, it is still very important to wash and wax these, they are fiberglass, and inspect your roof at least once a year. Twice a year is better. I think what surprised me the most was that it was a seamless transition between the roof and the rear cap and the front cap on this. For some reason, I didn't think that Camelots were quite top tier enough to have that seamless transition. But the insides are nice. All right, I'm going to take you through it really quickly on the inside, but please keep in mind, it does need a lot of help and a lot of detailing. I just am finishing up my inspection right now, but the inside really is nice. So this is all real hardwood, and I think I would call it cherry wood, but it doesn't have a cherry finish on it. It's a brown finish to it, so it's exceptionally nice. This comes with automatic air leveling on it. The oversized drivers and passenger seats are still in impeccable condition. No peeling on these. Has a small love seat, and these appear to be real leather. The sofa also appears to be real leather and turns into a bed. It's actually a hide-a-bed, a full-size hide-a-bed. Please look past all the trash too. Has the dinette booth. This one does not turn into a bed, but it does extend out. There is a leaf in the closet. Again, this is real leather again. And that's 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood. Has the old residential style RV refrigerator from Dometic. A little bit problematic, but this one's been working and I didn't have any faults on it. I didn't have the propane going, so it told me to check LP when I turn the generator off. Again, you'll have to look past a lot of things because it is a mess, but that solid surface Corian countertop can be found in here, and that's a pretty substantial edge that they put on there. 3-burner propane stove top, convection oven, sharp carousel, microwave oven above. The cabinetry is really in quite good shape. Nice finish on it. And what I would probably be jealous about more than anything is that there's tile throughout the entire RV, with the exception of the slide outs. And it's a nice neutral color. All of the interior design and exterior design is very neutral and timeless. One of the nice features on this one, in 2009, you have a front bathroom here. It does have a gravity toilet right there. That is a porcelain toilet. Very nice countertop. Integrated seamless sink in there. And a mirrored medicine cabinets above. The bed is a full king. It's a very tall king too. I think somebody changed out the mattress from the original Sleep Number mattress that would have been there. Yeah, that's a hefty mattress right there, and it's a king size. I'm jealous about that too. Across from that, it's going to be the dresser slide out. A lot of dresser and a lot of countertop space. All the TVs are flat screen originals, so they should be updated. And the day-night shades are surprisingly functional and in good shape. All right, but obviously there is carpet in the bedroom. I do like carpet in the bedroom, and that's not even plywood. That's a real solid piece of cherry. Wow, it's got a nice, I don't know, they call that an American stain, a chestnut stain. I don't know. Either way, look at that. This is all solid 3/4 inch plywood. It's not just 1/8 inch paneling. That is really impressive. That's a good joint right there. Monaco's really firing on all cylinders. But this solid wood hinge door will take us to the rear bathroom. So this is a bath and a half. We have a corner vanity with medicine cabinet above, a porcelain macerating toilet back there. I won't deny it's a little bit odd that it goes right in front of the closet door there, but it does exist. Has a washer dryer combo on it, but it looks like if you wanted to, you could put a washer and dryer standalone unit right there. That'll give you access to the corner shower. It is a one-piece fiberglass shower surround, which is nice. Integrated bench seat. And even though this has a radius door on it, this isn't the problematic radius door. It has the upgraded rollers on it, so the door shouldn't fall apart. Oh wow, this is really nice. So I'm 6 foot. This is me stepping up. I'll call it about 7 inches. I'm standing straight up. I didn't have to duck. If I come out, I will hit my head. But other than that, there's a lot of room in here. I can see myself taking a shower. I mean, my shower's bigger on my Beaver Patriot, but that's still pretty good. Pardon the mess. It did just come in. And really the inside, once it's all cleaned up, should be reason enough to buy this, let alone being a 2009, built in 2008. So it has the good chassis systems on it. That is to say, it doesn't have the dreaded black multiplexer chassis box that's in here. This one's fine. We don't have a problem with this distribution panel. And if you'd notice, it does have the Intellitech multiplex system on it too. Even has an aqua hot on it. So almost everything you'd want. I'd probably change out the refrigerator to a residential refrigerator, but after that, this 2009 Camelot from Monaco does have a lot going for it. And new ones aren't really made this nice anymore. That's not to say it doesn't have problems. Let me see if I can find out what they're asking for it. Now what I can tell you is that this Camelot does have 4 slide outs on it. Looks like it even has a 10 kW awning quiet diesel generator on it. The tires are just about brand new this year. Side discharge radiator, which is an absolute bonus to it. And even the engine should be a great big Cummins 450 horsepower. I think it's an ISL. And my notes say it has about 88,000 miles on it, which is good. That's kind of low mileage. And it means it got driven and used in its 15 years of life. Now I did check with the guys here and the sales crew here at Premium Coach Group in Gilbert, Arizona. Now they haven't really come up with a price on it yet because it's still going through the service side of it. But it looks like they're going to be looking for about $120,000, $125,000 on it. If you have any questions on it, just give them a call. I'll put their contact information in the description. And that's the best I can do. I was just looking at the roof. I didn't plan on sharing everything with you guys. Well, there was a 2009 Camelot from Monaco. The roof is in exceptional condition. It's fun to do a quick little video with you guys again like we used to do. And I'm still hot. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Sasha.
He's not as big as Yates.
You're a good dog. Which is going to help me out a little bit because it was very hot. For some reason I didn't. I'll try to find out what they're asking for, but remember, it did just come in, and yes, those with the keen eye will notice that I do have my 1999 Ford F350 today. I had to drop off 6 8D batteries and pick up my utility cart, and the Prius just couldn't handle that. But I did find a tailgate from an F-150 in the junkyard that I think matches the vibe of this pretty well. Otherwise, that's been a pretty good truck for me. Still holding up okay. Actually better than okay. It's helped me out a lot. I did not plan on having the truck this long. And yes, the Dash AC is very cold.